The Spanish Civil War began in July 1936. Due to the limited industrial strength in Spain at that time, the warring parties could only use a small number of tanks provided by other countries for combat. Considering the important role of armored weapons on the battlefield, both sides were trying to manufacture armored vehicles and tanks on their own. The Carro IGC Sadurni light tank was one of the results. At that time, a factory producing tracked agricultural tractors was commissioned by the War Committee, IGC, to build a small tank based on the Banach track tractor produced by the company. This is the Carro IGC Sadurni. In fact, many early tanks have the lineage of tractors, and many tractor factories themselves have the potential to manufacture tanks. This small tank weighed about 4.7 tons and was equipped with a 4-cylinder Hispano-Suiza gasoline generator at the rear of the vehicle, capable of outputting 43 horsepower. Some articles claim it had 60 horsepower. The tank had front-mounted drive sprockets, with 4 bogie wheels on each side. The maximum speed was between 30 to 40 km per hour, and it had good maneuverability. The tank was riveted with thin steel plates as armor protection, with an armor thickness of possibly 7.5 mm. Considering the tank's weight of less than 5 tons, even the frontal armor would not be too thick. However, it was already able to handle most threats on the Spanish battlefield at that time. This tank only required 2 operators, a driver and a tank commander, who were located in an armored compartment. The driver was on the left, and the tank commander was on the right. The driver had an observation window in the front, while the tank commander had a ball mount in the front, where a Hotchkiss M1914 machine gun was planned to be installed, although there are no existing photos showing the machine gun installed. If the tank's endurance was sufficient and a suitable cannon was available, it was not ruled out that a small-caliber cannon could replace the machine gun in the future. It is uncertain how many Carro IGC Sadurni tanks were produced, but it is believed to be in the single digits. At the same time, the factory developed 2 other derivative models based on this tank, one for towing artillery and the other an open-topped armored personnel carrier. Both of these vehicles underwent systematic testing, and a small number of them were believed to have entered into service. It is certain that the Carro IGC Sadurni tank participated in actual combat. It appeared publicly in Madrid in 1937, with only a few vehicles present. Records from 1938 show that one tank fell into the hands of the opposing camp, possibly captured as war spoils. If the Carro IGC Sadurni could be mass-produced, it might have played a significant role on the battlefield. However, the industrial situation in Spain at that time did not allow for the establishment of a production line, and the overall performance of this homemade tank was not very impressive. It was suitable for emergencies, but it had no advantage compared to the No. 1 tank and the T-26 light tank, both of which also participated in the Spanish Civil War.